Hi guys, thank you for joining me today. My name is Miss Lisa and I'm with the St. Mary Parish Library System. So for today's program, this program is designed for 4th grade and up. And we have a mini workshop scheduled for you on making tie-dye face mask using socks. Okay, so these are the supplies that you will need. You will need socks. These are men's socks, the athletic type, size 9 to 12. The larger, really the better. You will also need some scratch paper, newspaper, whatever, just to put down on your work surface. Okay? Then you will need Sharpies. Okay, just a selection of colors. Pick your favorite colors. You have to use Sharpies. Watercolors just won't work for this for these masks. Okay, you will need rubbing alcohol. You need 91%. The 60% or the 70% will not work as well either. A little cup to pour your alcohol in. You will need a dropper just to kind of drop the alcohol on the sock after you've colored it with your Sharpie. You will need gloves just to keep the markers off your hands and your fingers because they will stain. And you need scissors, a good pair of sharp scissors. And you will also need an old shirt or just something to cover up with, an apron. These are Sharpies. They are permanent, so if they get on your clothes, it's not coming out. And also, now this is optional, you can use paper towel or Kleenex or tissue paper if you would like to put a filter in your mask. Okay, so now that we have everything that we need, we're going to get started. Okay, I'm going to put my gloves on. Okay, now I have my sock. And I'm going to use my Sharpies and I'm just going to color my sock using the various colors of Sharpies. You will have to color both sides of your sock. It doesn't matter if you want to draw on it, if you want to make dots, lines, just scribble. It doesn't matter. And it really doesn't matter because once you drop the alcohol, it's all going to spread. So you don't have to be perfect. Okay. And I'm just drawing or coloring in lines. If you have some of the white that still shows on the sock, that's fine. Remember, when you drop the alcohol, it's all going to spread. So the colors will blend and bleed together. So it really doesn't make a difference if there's some white portions of the sock that is not colored with Sharpie. So I'm just using each one of my Sharpies to draw a line. And as you can see, my fingers, my glove fingers, fortunately I have on gloves, Sharpies ink is getting all over it. So I have made a line using each color of my Sharpie. Okay, but I still have more than half of my sock not colored. So I'll just start all over again. Okay, and repeat my colors until my sock is completely covered, both sides, with Sharpie ink. Now, I do want you guys to be careful when you're coloring, because Sharpies are pretty strong. So make sure that you're a good distance from your sock so that you're not inhaling fumes that sometimes the Sharpies can give off. So just continue shading in your sock on both sides. Okay, then your completed sock should look a little something like this. And I have colored both sides of my sock with my Sharpies. So now I am ready to tie-dye with my alcohol. I'm going to pour a little bit of the alcohol into a container. Okay. And I'm going to use my dropper. Squeeze the top of your dropper, put it into the alcohol, and then let it go. As you can see, it fills up, and you just drop the alcohol. No particular pattern, you just drop. And as you drop the alcohol, you will see how the ink from the Sharpie spreads. You're going to drop alcohol on both sides of your sock, and this is why we really need that paper to protect your work surface. If you were working on a table, the color would bleed through the sock and it would potentially stain your table. So just drop, and you're going to pretty well saturate it. Neat. And once you have completed one side, just turn it over, and going to repeat the process on the other side. Okay. So after both sides are saturated, it will look like this. Now your sock has to dry completely. It doesn't take a long time for the sock to dry because it's alcohol, and alcohol dries a lot quicker than water. So you want to put your sock on the side for a few hours, or maybe until the next day, to allow your sock to dry completely. So this is a dry sock. So now, with our dry, tie-dyed sock, we can make our face mask. Okay, now, to cut your mask, okay, you look at your sock, okay, now you have the heel, and you have the part that goes around the ankle that has a little elastic, and then you have the toe. Okay, so take the part that goes around the ankle with the elastic and fold it over about halfway over your sock. Okay, halfway. Okay. Alrighty. Now you will take your scissors. Again, you would need some really sharp scissors and cut. This is the edge of the elastic. Okay, so you will cut a straight line straight across the sock right at the edge of the elastic. Okay, be careful not to cut into the elastic, but just on the other side. Just like that. Now this part you won't need, so we'll just kind of put that part on the side. Okay, now got your sock. Okay, you have cut the basically just the toe portion off your sock. Now we have cut the toe portion off the sock, so we still have the elastic, the little rib, the portion that goes around the ankle, as well as the heel. So now with your scissors, okay, the heel is at the bottom. Make sure you don't cut through the bottom where the heel is. You want to cut at the top. Okay, heel is here. So using your scissors, insert them into the sock and cut across the top of the sock. Okay, you've cut across the top. Okay, the heel is still intact. Okay, alrighty. So now we are going to, we have to cut the straps that will go behind the ears. Okay, alright guys, so now we have cut across the top, okay, and we've cut the toe off. Now we need to fold the cut in towards the elastic band, towards the ankle portion. Okay, like that. Okay, and we are going to take our scissors and we're going to cut a small slit. We're not going to cut all the way through to the end of the sock, and we want to make sure that we don't cut the heel side down. We're going to cut up. Okay, so we're going to take our scissors and we are going to cut. Make sure that you don't cut all the way through to the end. Just want to make about a 2-inch cut. Okay, now open your sock. So now if you open it like this, this will be a strap, and then this portion will go over your nose. If you choose to, you can use, again, a piece of tissue paper or Kleenex or paper towel as a filter, but that's totally optional. I'm going to tuck a piece of Kleenex in just so I can demonstrate how it will work. Okay. And then to wear your mask, you will just tuck that into the nose portion, and then you will just put it on. Take my glasses off. You put it on, One strap goes behind one ear. Pull it down. And there's your sock mask.